Hey lovelies, and welcome to another pick a card reading. And today's requested topic is what's holding me back from achieving my goals. And shout out to my dreamer team for helping to select this topic. If you'd like to join that team to help curate the content that you see on this channel, as well as to receive access to exclusive readings, including 18 plus readings, you can hit the join button beneath this video or the join link in the description box. If you would like to check out your monthly zodiac readings, general love, finance forecast for the rest of the year, or get a personal reading with me, you can find the links to all of that below as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance. And do keep in mind this reading is general, so it's not going to resonate with everyone listening. So take what resonates, leave what does not. Reverse the messages of, that's how it fits your situation somehow. And on the screen are 3 boulders. Go ahead and make your selection. If you need more time, you can pause the video. But we're going to go ahead and get started. For those who chose boulder number 1, give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose boulder number 1, what's holding you back from achieving your goals? I'm hearing a song in my head, and the message I'm getting from it is that you have to turn to God. You cannot do this without God. I feel like so far you have been trying to do everything in your power to go around God to accomplish whatever these goals are. But I feel like God is telling you that you cannot do it without Him. So I don't know what your beliefs are, but I feel that even if you do not believe in the Heavenly Father, Yeshua, I feel that it's like you're being called to believe. That's what I'm getting. But I get that yeah, it's like you've been trying to circumvent that. You've been trying to circumvent God in this whole equation, and that it's like you've gained no momentum. You've made no real progress. Every time it feels like you're getting somewhere, it's like something is thrown in the way, or the plans get thwarted, or it's like you just never get too far. And right now, like, my ears like stopped up temporarily, and that usually happens when the message is trying to come through. But I feel like I'm channeling that energy for you guys. It's like you keep being pulled to listen to the divine guidance, and I feel that you've been ignoring it. Like, what just happened to me when my ears stopped up and I had like a little ringing in my ear, I feel like you've possibly been experiencing things like that, and you'll just like you just shrug your shoulders and you keep going. I feel like you've been creating a plan like from top to bottom, but all of these things focus on your 3D efforts and nothing spiritual. Um, yeah, I get, like, I'm hearing like make you a believer. I feel like whoever chose this group, you may be struggling with your belief in God, in the Heavenly Father, or you just straight up don't believe. But that is what's in the way. Your non-belief is what is in the way of you achieving your goals. In order to get to your promised land, you have to go through God. You have to go through the divine. That's what's holding you back. Your non-belief is holding you back. Yeah, it's like you can't touch that promised land until you surrender, until you believe. And I don't mean just like saying it with your mouth. I'm hearing you got to believe it in your heart. So work on that. What you're being advised to do is to work on your relationship with the divine, work on building up that faith, and God will see you through the rest of the way. But you cannot get to your goals without Him. It's no way to get around it. It's nothing physical that you're missing. It's no resources. It's no personal earth that can help you get here. It's only God that can take you through to where you're trying to go. It's almost like to give it more of a physical example, it's like trying to get to access to a particular like land, but like there's no entryway. You don't see an entryway, and it's because God is supposed to. God will build the entryway when it's time. So it's like you're like, how am I supposed to get in here? Like, you can't see the entrance to it. Like, you can see where you want to go, but you're like, I can't find the entrance. I feel like That's what's going on with you. You can't find the entrance into where you're trying to go, and it's because the entryway is God. The entryway is the divine. You need the divine to build that entryway for you in order for you to get through. It's no way around it. Okay? So let's go ahead and move on to those who chose Boulder number 2. Give me a moment to timestamp. For some reason, guys, I'm channeling cheesy scrambled eggs. Give me a moment to channel that. Um, okay, let me dig into you guys' energy a little bit more to understand that. What's holding you back from achieving your goals? Okay, for somebody listening, this may not be all of you, but a very specific message is coming through. Some of you, your goal is to have a child, and you're wondering why that has not been happening. It's like you've looked up all the techniques, you've tried all the things, and nothing's worked. I'm hearing that your child is coming. But I almost feel like your child is not done doing the work where they are. Like, your child is a very special soul. I want to say that. And it's like they have to complete work on the other side first before they can manifest here on earth. So it's like the reason why it hasn't been happening is because it's not time. Not because it won't happen. It's just a specific time that this child has to arrive on earth because they have something to take care of on the other side. It's like they're doing work from the other side. It's like they're doing work on earth from the other side. They have to complete certain tasks over there first before they can come here. Because it's like once they come here, it's like they'll have to give up that power. And it's like it's almost like they have a to-do list that they're just kind of going down and finishing because they know it's almost time for them to come. I want to say within the next 1 to 2 years. It may literally be within the next year, but the longest 2 years that this child will come for you. Now, if this is about anything else, what's holding you back from achieving your goals? I feel like others of you who don't resonate with the child goal, I feel like your issue is that whenever you experience some sort of pushback or some sort of obstacle toward whatever you're doing, and this is not about this particular goal, I feel like it's in general, this is how you are about everything. Whenever there's some kind of discomfort or, an obstacle that arises or some kind of difficulty, it's like you lose faith, like you start to become really pessimistic and you start to give up, basically. Like you don't have the willpower, the fortitude to keep going. And I feel like that's what you're being guided to do you're being guided to build up more strength, more fortitude so that you can keep going despite the hardships and the difficulties that may arise because they will come. That's a part of life. Nothing will be easy. There will be some things that will be easy, but not everything is going to be easy. And it doesn't mean because it's not easy that it's not something that you shouldn't do or something that you shouldn't pursue. So, yeah, you're being guided to not give up so easily. That's what's in your way is your mind, your lack of strength and willpower to keep going on when difficulties arise. That's what gets in the way. It's like anytime something becomes difficult, you just like whatever. I'm just gonna like you just stop. You just give up. You drop it. And I feel like there are so many things that you could have accomplished by now if you had just kept chugging through the path that you were on. It's like you're waiting for some kind of it's almost like you're waiting for what you want to kind of land in your lap so that there's no work involved, there's nothing um like you're just expecting this very easy path, with soft soil and not no hard rocks or jagged roads. You're just like what's for me is going to be very easy. I don't like it doesn't have to be. And like I said, there are some things that will come in life like that, but not everything will be. And I feel like this particular goal that you're going after, it's meant to be. The reason why it's a little more difficult is because you're meant to learn lessons along the way. Like, yes, you have this thing that you want to achieve, but you also have things you need to learn before you get there. So these lessons are put on this path. So it is going to be a little jagged. It is going to be a little difficult for you, but it's all for the greater good. It's all to strengthen you and prepare you for where you're trying to go. So by the time you reach your goal, it's like you'll feel so well prepared. Well, you will be well prepared that you won't need, it's like you won't fumble it. You won't lose, what it is you're about to get, because you would have learned and acquired everything that was necessary to hold on to this. Yeah, so just you're being advised to continue to go down this path. Like, start again, I'm hearing, first of all, because I do feel like a lot of you fumbled, you dropped it, you gave up. And this could even apply to those who resonate with the message about like trying to conceive a child. Like, keep trying, it will happen. You might be thinking like, whatever, I'm just gonna give up. I'm hearing somebody got on birth control. Like, I don't know why, because like if you're trying to conceive, but maybe you're just like, whatever, I'm just gonna give up on that dream and just go back on birth control. I don't know. I'm getting that for somebody, but yeah, it's like, don't give up, keep going, because there are lessons along the way that is needed for what you're trying to get or where you're trying to get to. You need that strength. You need to build up your strength, and as you do that, you will get what you want. That's what I get. Okay, so we're going to move on to those who chose Boulder number 3. Give me a moment to timestamp. Okay, so for those who chose Boulder number 3, what's holding you back from achieving your goals? I'm hearing piece by piece, one at a time. I feel that with this group, you struggle with patience. You kind of want things to all happen fast or just kind of happen all together, but I feel that you're given like piece by piece of what it is you want. Like, you're expecting the whole thing to arrive, at your feet or your doorstep, and like instead it's like you're getting pieces of it. You're just like, what's with this? And some of these pieces you don't even understand. Like, you don't even understand that it's a part of what you're wanting to get. You're like, why did I get this piece? Like, why is this at my feet? And it's just because this is something you need. That's a part. It's a piece of a greater whole. So this could be in the form of, because I'm getting it like you don't understand it. This could even be like resources or lessons that you're needing to help you with what you're about to get. So it's like you don't understand. I'm hearing you don't know now what I'm doing, but you will understand later. So yeah, I feel like things are kind of happening in your life that you don't quite understand what it has to do with what you want or what your goal is, but they are directly related to what you want. So even if you don't understand it, it's like if you don't understand it now, you're gonna understand it later. When the whole picture comes to be, when everything comes together, you're gonna realize, oh, that's why that happened, or that's why I was given this, or that's why this came into my life, or that's why this occurred. It's like you're gonna have like their realization, but it's like, yeah, you're being given these pieces. It's like a trail leading you up to where you're meant to go, and what it is you want. But it's like you don't have the patience to deal with this. You're giving it, and I keep seeing like I was actually channeling 1111 as I started to tune into your energy, and I'm seeing that time now. Yeah, it's like 11's all over the place. Like, I'm seeing the time. It was in my, my mind's eye. It's just 11 is just really prominent. I feel like the message coming through with that is that everything is aligning perfectly. You don't see it because, again, you have this your impatience. I'm hearing petulance. You could behave like a petulant child, waiting for what it is you want, or you're trying to get to where you're trying to get to. You're just like, I don't understand why I have to. It's like you're throwing tantrums and stuff, and like, I don't understand, why can't I just get this? Why can't I just be there already? Like, what's the point of all of this stuff that you're throwing at me now? Like, what does this have to do with where I'm trying to go? And God is like, you'll see. So yeah, it's like everything is aligning perfectly, even if you don't see it yet. You're gonna see it in the end. It's like you're in the middle. It's like, imagine that you're in the middle of like a masterpiece, like an art masterpiece, right? Like imagine you're in the frame, you're in the picture, and all these things are being painted around you, and you don't see, all you see are just these brush strokes just appearing out of nowhere. And you're like, what is this? Like, this looks a mess, because you're in it. You don't see how it looks when you stand back, because you're right in the middle of it. But it's like, imagine you're able to be plucked out of that painting and see it from the painter's point of view, and you see how beautiful it is. But when you were standing in the art, it's like, you're like, what the hell is this? Like, all these strokes, these things don't make no sense. Like, what is this even making? What is this even forming? That's how you feel about this, like about what's been happening to you. You don't understand, because you're right in the middle of it. You don't understand now why everything is happening the way it is, how everything is aligning perfectly. But once you're able to be pulled out, like as things continue to be built, it's like pushing you out of the frame so that you can stand back and admire everything that's been built so far. So when you get to that point, like the further out you go, the further out of the frame you go, the more you can see. And I feel that right now you're kind of still in the throes of the building. So you still can't see it. I feel like there may be tiny things that start to make sense to you, but it's still not like enough, at least enough to your liking. And but I do feel that you're trying to work on your patience. Yeah, for this group, it's a lack of patience. That's what gets in the way of your goal. But the thing I'm getting for you guys is that it's not necessarily holding you back, because it's like you're put in this holding place. Though you struggle with patience, it's like you're forced to be patient anyway. It's like this is a very hands-off energy I'm picking up. It's like it doesn't matter if you're acting like a petulant child. It doesn't matter if you're, feeling impatient. It's like everything is going to get built anyway. So you being forced to just stand in the frame in the middle of all this stuff being built, it's like you can't do nothing but fuss, scream, cry, kick, and holler, but it's not changing nothing. It's not moving anything. So I feel that eventually you tire yourself out and you stop yelling, you stop fighting, and you're just like, it's like you get so tired that you just fall asleep and just like, whatever, just wake me up when it's done. So that's where you're being forced into a place of patience while this is being worked on. And yeah, I'm hearing castle in the sky. Give me a moment to channel that a little more. The meaning of that, rather. I'm getting, okay. Castle in the sky reminds me of like dreams, like childhood dreams specifically. I feel I'm hearing ice cream candles. So these ice cream castles. So yeah, these are things that don't necessarily exist. Um, and I feel that, at least not in the physical sense, I feel that what's happening for you, like you have a goal, but I feel like you are going to achieve that, but what you're going to be surprised by is how much more that comes along with it. Things that you would have never even dreamt, like you couldn't even imagine like what your life is about to become, what's about to happen for you. Yeah. I'm hearing you're very precious. You're very precious to the divine. And for that, it's like you're being rewarded. So yeah, you're getting what you want. And yeah, you will be happy with just that. But it's like the reason why things are taking a while to be built is because the order, you're getting what you order, but it's like God is kind of it's like going to a fast food restaurant, ordering some food. Like you order just a burger, fries, and a shake, possibly. But instead, they give you like 3 more bags of free food. They're just like, here, just take it. Here's a chicken sandwich, some extra fries, give you some extra shakes. Here's another burger. It's like you're like, I didn't order all this food. They're like, yeah, we know, but we're just giving it to you anyway. And you're just like, thank you. Like that's what's going on here. It's like you're gonna get what you ordered, but it's like you're getting extra stuff tossed in the bag for you to enjoy as well. So yeah, the length of time that you're waiting for everything to, that's what's confusing you, because you're like, what I'm asking for doesn't even, it shouldn't even take all this time. Like what's taking so long? Because what I'm asking for is not that hard. It's not that difficult. It's nothing outside of the norm. But yeah, it's like the reason you're having to wait is because God is like ordering, it's like he's adding an extra special order along with what you ordered. It's giving me that post I came across on social media years ago where a guy said he walked into a restaurant. I think it was a restaurant within a hotel, but it doesn't matter. He walked into a restaurant, he ordered his food, and then there was a group, this rowdy, group that came in after him, rowdy group of people. And I think they started hurling insults at him, and then they got their food first. And so he called the waiter over and was like, hey, those people came in after me. Like, why don't I have my food yet? Why are they getting their food before me? And so the waiter said, the chef recognizes you. They know your family. So like the chef is preparing your meal specially. Like he's taking the time to specially prepare your food. They just got, what was already there. So then when he got his food, it was like more than what he ordered. It was delicious. It was fresh. And the rowdy people at the table were just like looking at him like, wow, why didn't we get that? But it's like he had his order specially made. He didn't even ask for that. But that's like the gift that the chef gave to him because the chef recognized him. So I feel like that's what's going on here. It's like your order is being specially made because God, you are one of God's favorites, like very precious to him. And he doesn't want to just give you, you know, the regular. He wants to give you the special. And so yeah, when you're actually able to see it all come together, it all culminate, you're gonna be grateful. You're gonna be like, I don't even ask for all of this, but I'm so grateful I have it. And I feel like it's putting you in a position where, again, it's helping you to work on your patience. So I feel like after this is done, like you're not gonna struggle with patience anymore. And I also get that you're going to gain more spiritual clarity. So when you're dealing with situations where you don't quite understand initially, I feel like you're going to be able to see like the deeper layer of why things are happening. Greater discernment, basically. You're going to gain patience and you're going to gain greater discernment after this is completed. Okay? So that's about all I have for you all for this pick a card reading. I hope it was helpful to you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, shout out to my dreamer team for helping to select this topic. If you'd like to join that team to help curate the content that you see on this channel, as well as to receive access to exclusive readings, including 18 plus readings, you can hit the join button beneath this video or the join link in the description box. If you'd like to check out your monthly zodiac readings, general love, finance forecast, for the rest of the year, or get a personal reading with me, you can find all those links in the description box as well. Follow me on Instagram at Serene Dream Things for guidance, and I'll be back with more readings, lovelies. Bye.